There you are. Welcome back to another thrilling episode of the most disturbing videos on the internet today. Two things we need to do before we get started. Half the people that watch these videos don't hit like and subscribe, so help your boy out and make sure you hit like and subscribe. And remember, these videos are strictly for entertainment purposes only. Do your own research on everything. Don't believe everything you hear or see on this video. With that being said, let's dive in.
Shocking new footage from Charlie Kirk shows a man behind him making mysterious hand signals just seconds before the online viewers immediately speculated he was signaling to someone, even claiming he resembled a Secret Service agent. Authorities say he was actually Kirk's personal security, but the cryptic gestures have ignited a firestorm of conspiracy theories.
Y'all seen this ring situation with Charlie Kirk? Look, it's right here on his ring finger, right? After he gets it goes to his pinky. Nobody can figure out why. Well, I just did. So many of you lost your minds on me last night when I asked about it. Look, it's a hinge ring. As he got fallen, it hinged open, and it looked like it moved down to his pinky finger. It didn't, though. It just hinged. You see? Are y'all seeing this? They were just running their mouth, calling me crazy, calling me stupid. Oh, you do, it's just CGI, you dummy. Like, what is wrong with y'all, man? We're all just trying to figure out what exactly happened. But for all of you, oh, it's CGI. I knew it wasn't CGI. I figured it was like, I didn't know what it was really. But guess what? It's a hinge ring. As you can see, look, I'll show y'all again. Look, 1, 2, the third finger. And it's on the fourth finger. It goes from there to there. So, of course, we were thinking like, well, did somebody edit the video? I checked every video on there, and every video had it doing this. I just couldn't figure out what it was, you know what I'm saying? But now we figured it out. So there, mystery solved. Before you go attacking people next time, use your brain. Really and truly, man. This man lost his... And I'm just tired of hearing all... I just woke up, y'all. Come on, man. This is, yesterday was a wild day. Y'all have a good day.
All right, let's see if we can find out what a hinge ring is. Hinge ring. Oh, so you could take it off and put it on something else. Okay. Well, I guess that answers the ring situation.
So everybody keep talking about the Charlie Kirk. But what's crazy is the stuff they caught before the happened, y'all. I don't know, y'all. It's a lot of little weird shit going around. What people are saying and shit. So I'm pretty sure everybody saw the right? And if you did, you seen this man right here. Before the even happened, you seen this man do some weird ass movements, y'all. Movements that's not normal. And also, y'all, it's another dude that had a white cap on that did some weird shit too. He's holding the phone, and then you see him grab his hat and go like that. Then, a couple seconds later, you see him do some little shit with his arm, and then all you hear is, look, y'all, look. He did the hat shit, did this. Now watch him. And right soon he did that, that's what he did. Another thing people was talking about is this ring situation. I still don't know how it happened, but it happened. I watched so many different angles, and it's true. This man ring went from right here to the pinky after he was... That shit's crazy, fool. How do that happen? Somebody explain. Then they are saying the dude that I just said that did the weird movement is the same dude that was there when Donald Trump allegedly got his... Somebody let me know. Are those the same people? Then we go to the alleged... I think this is the third person they are saying is the... They said he was a college person, y'all. He don't look like he in college to me. He could be, but it don't look like that to me. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Do y'all think he's in college? He looked like one of them if you ask me. You know them little sharp that be in the military and shit? That's what he looked like. But I could be wrong. I don't know, y'all. It's just a lot of things that's surrounding this that's just feel off. Y'all let me know what y'all think about us down below in the comments.
I don't know what to make of all this. A lot of different people are saying a lot of different things, and none of it's good.
Okay, this is a dark one. It's gonna get a lot of people mad, but things are just getting out of control and something just has to be said about this. Like, people saw and recorded someone on the roof that Charlie Kirk was from way before he got and nothing was done about it, which was about 200 yards away from where Charlie was sitting, positioned in perfect tactical level line of sight to him, where he takes a single He successfully escapes within seconds, and police are still searching for him over 2 days later and counting. This to me sounds like a very trained professional. We can even see the shooter in this video way in the back, moving from that exact same spot right after everything went down. People who were there claimed there was no security check before entering the event. No metal detectors, no searches, nothing. So like, why was suspicious movement on nearby rooftops reported by civilians before the event not attended to by law enforcement? Kinda just like what happened at the Trump rally in July 2024. Where a suspect was reported on the roof by many in attendance and nothing was done about it. Seriously, like, what is going on here? We've already got a million theories of inside jobs, this guy appearing to signal in the back here, news articles and Amazon books allegedly reporting on this a day before it happened, to things that Charlie said about certain interest groups just a few days earlier, and Trump's AI-looking video response. And for once, I'm gonna set all that aside, because we already know the narrative is gonna change 100 times, the news is gonna lie to us, and we're at a point where we don't even know what's real anymore. There's something much more important to address here, because I know Charlie was quite a polarizing figure, both loved and very much hated by many. Whether you agree with his views or absolutely despise them, we can all agree he wasn't afraid to speak his truth on what he stood for, despite getting vehemently attacked every time he did. He spoke on topics and shared perspectives on issues that most people were too scared to openly discuss. Views, ideas, and conversations that many others very much disagreed with and strongly villainized him for. Now, going at someone with words, arguments, and debate is fine, and in fact should be encouraged, albeit in a more respectful manner. But responding to opinions you don't agree with hatred and violence is never the answer. And this absolutely horrific attack against someone for speaking their mind is despicable. And the people out there calling on other influential figures with similar opinions they disagree with are absolutely fucking pathetic. Regardless of what his views were, he was a father, a husband, and a human being just as deserving of life as the rest of us are. Everyone has the right to the freedom of thought and discussion of ideas, and is one of the most important things we have as a society today. Anyone celebrating the murder of someone because they disagreed with their ideas is just sheer evil and sick in the head. We can't let the actions and responses of these mentally ill humans stop these conversations from happening and not speaking up on what you stand for. Because that's exactly what instigators of violence like this want. Scaring opposing beliefs into silence, censorship, and mindless compliance into their own opinions because they've decided to label anyone they disagree with as evil, hateful, spreading misinformation, or just terrible people. And thus feel justified for saying and doing the absolutely vile shit we've seen unfold from this. When you stop having a human connection with someone you disagree with, it becomes easy to justify violence against that group, which is exactly what's happening here. This is an absolute tragedy and just as horrific as any other loss of life around the world. I'm not taking away from anything else that's going on, but someone voicing their opinion, having the courage to express their thoughts and ideas to the world, and losing their life because of a sense of moral superiority from an opposing side sheds light on the radical indoctrination of constant hate against someone, going from my opinions are better than yours to you don't deserve to live. And you already know this story is going to flip-flop 100 times from, oh, we got the wait, never mind, maybe it wasn't them, to it being an inside job or a completely isolated incident. Is this all a ploy executed by external forces to get America to fall into civil war? Who knows, because nothing feels real anymore. And just the fact that there seemed to be a general lack of concern and security at this event, with people pointing out suspicious behavior beforehand, is just, yeah, I'm not gonna get into that. It doesn't matter if you're left, right, up, down, middle, whatever. You have a mind with its own independent thoughts and a responsibility to make your voice heard. Stand up for what you believe in. Have the courage to share your ideas and spread your thoughts. We can't let the horrific actions of a few deranged lunatics make us back down, because that's exactly what they want you to do. Stop challenging the narrative and comply. Keep on fighting the good fight of the freedom of thought and open discussion of ideas. Be smart about it. Don't incite hate or violence or force your ideologies on others if they disagree with you, but please have the courage to spread your ideas and speak your mind, especially when the opposing views behind you are telling you to stay quiet. When people stop talking, bad things happen. Let this be the turning point in open and free thinking that he fought for and that our world today so desperately needs. Rest in peace, Charlie Kirk. He's truly made an impact on what it means to speak your truth in the face of ultimate adversity that we'll never forget. My thoughts and prayers go out to his friends and family forever.
You know what people need to start doing? Drone spotters. They need like 2 or 3 people that are talented on drones that could just fly around the event to see if there's anything that looks suspicious. You know, a drone spotters. I mean, we have the technology now. Now the FBI releases security footage of the suspect in the Charlie Kirk incident. He's out of there. This is in Utah. Those cars are speeding out of there.
I think with a high degree of certainty, we have him in custody. Right? In custody. Everyone did a great job. We worked with the local police, the governor. Everybody did a great job.
So a pastor was able to turn him in, or they got the family of to turn them in?
Well, it was a minister, and the minister went to a minister who was involved with law enforcement, by the way. And his good friend is a top U.S. Marshal. And they took it from there. And then it was a father got involved, namely his father, and said, we got to go in. And they, so I understand it. And again, subject to change. But, you know, the facts are the facts. We have the person that we think is the person we're looking for. But they drove into the police headquarters, and he's there now.
Did the father know about what the son had done?
I don't know. I'm going to let you get all those questions later, because I can't tell you how accurate. The bottom line is they have somebody that they think did it.
We can't let any of these despicable acts pull us apart from one another. We need to come together now more than ever. Like I said yesterday, there's a lot more good in this world than evil, and I stand by that. Sometimes the evil just gets magnified, but that's not the case. You go outside right now, someone's going to hold the door open for you. If you're short on your groceries, someone behind you is going to help you out. I'm telling you, there's a lot of good in this world. We don't need another Avengers Civil War popping off. A lot of you guys were shocked that I even covered this. I'm shocked myself. This wasn't easy, but I almost felt like I had to. This is Dark Waters 9.
Yes, I do know what this NASA plane is doing, and this one, and this one, and this one, and this one, and this one. And we'll get to that. But first, did you know that neodymium has the world's most epic magnetic powers, and it's vital for missile guidance systems? And lanthanum is used in high-end camera lenses for intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance. And phosphorescent europium has a unique neutron-absorbing quality that makes it essential for the control rods in nuclear reactors. This is about minerals, more specifically, rare earth minerals, or REEs. Each F-35 stealth fighter carries nearly 900 pounds of rare earths, not in its hull, but in its targeting systems, jammers, actuators, and avionics, crammed with magnets, glass, and optics. And here's where the US has found itself in a bit of a dilemma. You see, somehow the US has come to rely on a foreign power for 80% of its rare earth elements, which means its defense components. As we saw with the fighter jet, REEs aren't just for EVs and solar panels. If it's military and fancy, it probably needs neodymium, dysprosium, or terbium. And that foreign supplier the US has been buying from and relying on is China, who don't just mine REEs, they refine them for almost the entire world. Side note, no one should fall out with China. So even if the US manages to dig them up in America, they still have to ship them to China to finish the job. But back to our NASA U-2. Flying over an area roughly the size of Spain from Nevada to New Mexico, even skimming near national parks like Death Valley, this is being flown under the authority of the president in the name of national security. It's Project Geophysical Mapping for Exploration, or GEM-X. This modified classified U-2 spy plane mows the sky at 65,000 feet using hyperspectral imaging to scan the Earth for lithium, cobalt, rare earths, and when they're done scanning, they send the data to DARPA, the Pentagon's resident genius mad scientists, who train AI models for autonomous mining. Yes, robot miners, which could get awkward if you happen to be camping in a national forest at some point. And it's controversial. Mining REEs can wreak havoc with ecosystems, especially in protected tribal lands or wildlife zones or critical aquifers. But the US needs these REEs to keep their defense edge because there's another country who has loads. It's quite the catch-22. So when you see the NASA plane circling at high altitude over the desert, the mystery most likely is in the minerals. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you in the comments. Take care.
You mean almost like how they navigated that hurricane into North Carolina to the lithium? Never mind.
Y'all remember the Terminator, right? Well, depending on how old you are. And of course, we all know the classic scene. And here we are in 2025 with self-healing metals.
National laboratory scientists have witnessed pieces of metal crack, then fuse back together without any human intervention. According to the materials scientists, they confirm that metals have their own natural ability to heal themselves.
But we also have self-healing and DNA folding nanorobots that can reproduce themselves.
Apparently, robots can reproduce. It's actually happening at a lab near Boston, Massachusetts. For tonight's Weekend Journal, we take you there to find out what this remarkable discovery could mean for all.
Robots that can reproduce themselves inside the body. Now, maybe somebody can help me understand this. Why are we combining the two? We got robots with self-healing and living skin, as well as a face that smiles. We even have robots that are made from human cells that can move and heal their own wounds. So why are we doing this? We even have humanoid robots with synthetic organs and muscles. If robots and AI are so superior to humans, then why are they mimicking the human body? Really makes you wonder, especially when we got people like Elon Musk saying we can download our brains to robots. Y'all stay safe. They are telling brains to robots.
I believe that's what's called the digital clone. They take in everything we say, record it from our phones, and they make a digital blueprint of us in the web somewhere on some server.
Keep trying to tell y'all about these things, but they keep silencing me. So this is just a one push for everybody to get some awareness. All the ones on my page, they won't make available page because I'm actually breaking down the tech. Guys, get on the page, make yourself aware. I keep trying to tell y'all about.
That's definitely a tower. That's not a natural tree. Is this what the new 6G towers are going to look like?
Have you ever noticed how, when you're truly present, life begins to feel choreographed? As if unseen hands are weaving patterns behind the curtain of coincidence. Not chance, not randomness, but a cosmic rhythm, precise and alive. Carl Jung called it synchronicity, a meaningful coincidence with no apparent cause. But I say it's the universe winking at you. When the mind is tangled in worry or projection, we miss it. The song lyric that answers our question, the stranger who speaks our exact thought, the number that appears at just the right moment. Life is speaking, constantly, lovingly, symbolically, not with words, but through dreams, symbols, animals, glances, echoes of thought that return in another's voice. You might call it a coincidence. But I ask you, how many coincidences must pile up before we begin to call it guidance? Synchronicity is not something you chase. It's what you notice when you slow down, when your awareness becomes quiet enough to hear the whisper beneath the noise. Life is not random. It's a mirror. And the more conscious you become, the more alive that. Have you ever noticed how, when you're truly
I love the part where he said, how many coincidences does it need to happen for it to be start calling it guidance?
The rise of autistic kids. What is that spiritually?
That's a powerhouse. You have a lot of non-verbal autistics. The realm that they're in, it doesn't require verbability because it's not real. Nothing false can be in that realm. Language is a false thing. It's not real. That's why they wander off. I promise you, they're going to always find their way back. They're going off of spirit. The spirit literally leads and guides them. Autists see this shit because they know what it is. Why do you think they get aggressive with things like that? With objects. When they throwing it at that wall, they see nothing but space. They don't see that shit. They're literally in a spiritual world that y'all wouldn't be able to fathom with. Why do you think I'm able to communicate with them? I'm autistic myself. With words now. So I want you to start doing with them, okay? Tell him what you need, and then just give him your hand. He's going to lead you to where he needs you to go.
He sniffed my hand. He's very in tune with his nose.
A sense is a vibration. So when you breathing in through your nose, he's breathing in your energy. And what hand did he touch and smell?
I usually give him my right.
You know what the right side is, right? It's your protection side. He had to make sure you're somebody that he can feel comfortable around. So he's checking your energy. And once he saw that, he dragged you right along with him, didn't he?
Yeah, he grabbed me and he was, let's go.
Because he's going to show you where he needs you to go. All you got to do is give him your hand. These autistics are not stupid. You can't control them because they're in control of you. You can tell them, sit down. And they understood everything you said, but you wouldn't know they understood you. He don't have to let you know he know. But he allows you to know that he knows. He's unprogrammable. He cannot be programmed. You can try all you want. But if he don't feel like that's safe for him to do, he's not going to do it. Because he sees shit totally different from what you see.
The rise of autistic kids.
Damn, I love that. They're unprogrammable. I feel like the father are saving them. For what exactly, I do not know, but they're keeping them pure for some reason. All right, divers, we've caught a UFO caught on camera by the U.S. military.
This mysterious footage, captured by government personnel at the Afghan-Pakistan border in November 2020, shows a massive disc weaving effortlessly in and out of the cloud cover. The unidentified craft abruptly changes direction without any visible signs of propulsion, causing theories of alien life. The military's own internal enhancements further underline the object's unusual heat signature. The Department of Defense labeled the disk as an unidentified anomalous phenomena, and it looks markedly different to other tic-tac-shaped UFOs seen in other military footage.
Fascinating. All right, guys. Check out this. Visiting a 400-year-old world's largest wooden temple, the Sanctuary of Truth in Thailand. Jesus, look at this. Made out of wood. I would be shocked on the measurements to see if it was made by machine or hand. If you ask me, this had to be machine. One human doing this that would be insane. If you thought I didn't have another excellent specimen for you today, think again. Absolutely love this piece. It looks like they snatched it straight out of a geode. Just how it glistens. I sure would love to have this in my collection. If I were to name this piece, I would call it Crystallized Grape Coral. What would you name it? He might have a little bit of draconian in him. Lake Michigan, the missing Great Lakes.
As the narrative goes, the lake was already there in the mid-1800s when they decided to build water intake stations, water cribs in Lake Michigan, 3 to 5 miles out from the shoreline. The narrative begins to crack, for they must make a 90-degree turn and dig an additional 3 to 5 miles back to the shoreline, 200 feet below the floor of Lake Michigan. All this at a time when there was no power tools or compressed air. These are water intake stations before the water. And we have not even taken into consideration yet the ferocity and the fury of the lake in the winter. The maps in the time of Chilaga, 16th century, clearly show no Great Lakes. Through this defective narrative, we know the water intake stations were built before the water. The facts of the matter at hand clearly indicate a lack of maritime activity prior to 1800s. From 1816 until 1975, there were over 25,000 shipwrecks. Prior to 1816, 0 shipwrecks. The first lighthouse, 1825. The first treaty, 1817. The first shoreline survey, 1815. The first lake survey, 1841. So you be the judge. As the narrative goes, the lake was...
Those are definitely man-made, if you ask me. Bible from 1599. How interesting.
I want you to know you have it, though. Oh my gosh. I'm going to turn the page.
Thank you for making this a good video.
Somebody take a picture of the
Where are their gloves at? They are tripping.
map. Who got that map before you change it?
Before you change the channel?
Yeah. Can everybody just... Can I get a...
I'm going to put it to the front, guys, just if you don't mind.
Okay.
Oh, I don't even say...
Is it anything on the internet? Because everybody knew what this was.
Yeah, she just closed the whole thing.
That's all I wanted. Now we got to find the map again. Y'all, the maps are important.
It was by New Testament.
Earth was...
Oh my God.
It's a fact. Yeah. I was reading something about that the other day.
I was gonna say.
I just wanted to know if anyone had looked.
I want you to know you have it.
I'd be so mad people flipping through my ancient Bible with their bare hands, all the oils and perfume coming off. Man, if you don't put some gloves on.
The Garden of Eden was never lost. It was hidden in the folds of reclassified rivers, renamed mounds, and forgotten flame. But now the veil is lifting. The truth is flowing back through our bones, just like the great rivers that still pulse through the land. The Garden of Eden was never lost. It was hidden in the folds of reclassified rivers, renamed mounds, and forgotten flame. But now the veil is lifting. The truth is flowing back through our bones, just like the great rivers that still pulse through the land. The Paws, Mississippi River Basin is the living Eden, with Cahokia Mounds in Illinois as its sacred tree of life, where memory still sings in the soil. From that mound, 4 rivers spiral outward, exactly as Genesis said. The Ohio River coils east, the Missouri west, the Arkansas south and west, and the Red River south and east, each one a branch of a sacred current, each one a serpent vein of Earth's divine breath. They were never just rivers. They were frequencies, arteries of Eden, nourishing the land and its people with ancestral intelligence. Our ancestors didn't need textbooks to know this. They felt it in their feet, sang it in their ceremonies,
and align their sacred sites to the rhythm of these flows. But when the colonizers came, they didn't just take land. They took the map to Eden itself. They buried the mounds, dammed the rivers, renamed the branches, and reclassified the people. But the grid still hums, the current still coils. And now, we remember, because you are Eden's living child, the guardian of the tree, and every step you take on this land awakens the sacred circuit again. The garden isn't coming. The garden is here, and it's waiting for you to bloom.
I don't walk outside barefooted enough. Might be time for me to go outside and re-energize.
If you're following the 3i Atlas story, every time something new is posted about it, it just does not seem to add up. What keeps complicating things even more and more, as you can see here, this thing is an asteroid. That's exactly what it looks like. And they're saying it could move faster than the speed of light. And it's also the size of Manhattan and could get here in mid-November. There's also alleged allegations that they have claimed that they have made contact with whatever this is that's heading toward Earth. You have something, as you see here, the size of Manhattan, moving as fast as the speed of light, and it can get here by November. So does that add up to any of you? The one thing I'm going to say here, and I want to be very clear about, something is coming and something may happen. Why? Because it's now being publicly spoken about in the news media. Here's just one headline from the New York Post out of New York. Manhattan-sized interstellar object, AI Atlas, could release mini probes that will appear as UAPs. That's what experts are warning. This is why I always say to you, keep your head on a swivel. Pay attention to what is going on when it comes to things like this. Because if something is going to happen, or if something were to happen, keep it in the back of your mind. They already know what it is. That's why you're starting to see these news reports and people starting to talk about this on social media. Keep this thought in the back of your mind. Do you honestly believe that something that big could be coming this way, and they are clueless about it with all of the technology that we have and the world has? No one knows what's going on. Think about that. So also keep in mind that in the upcoming months, you may see things maybe in the sky or maybe on the ground. And you're going to say to yourself, what was that? Or what is that? Keep it in the back of your mind, because we are being prepared for something that could be coming or could already be almost here. Let me know your thoughts in the comments on this. And as always, I'd love to hear from you.
Keep your head on a straight swivel. Is something going to be here in November? I don't think so. And if it is, it's Project Bluebeam. That's all we have for today's video. If you made it this far, the code word is Friday Mysteries. When you drop Friday Mysteries in the comments below, it shows me you're a real one. You made it all the way through the video. And I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart for your support. It helps me keep on busting these videos out every single day. I just couldn't do it without you guys. And I want to say thank you. I'm trying my best to go live, guys, on Jet Ski Chuck. I just haven't been feeling the best these last couple of days, but each day I feel better. Thank you for everyone's prayers. You know, I can really feel the difference. I can feel it helping. And I just want to say thank you. And we'll see, man. I'm going to do my best so I can try to go live either tonight or tomorrow. Tomorrow for sure. But with that being said, this is the most disturbing videos on the internet today. See you later.